What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. So I might be having a little bit of an audio problem, but just hit me with a one real quick if you can hear me. Today, we had a pretty amazing day, even though you could see that the price action was really tight. We still had amazing Fibonacci setups. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to walk you through all the setups step by step and just teach you guys from the very basics. All right. So if you're ready, my friends, let's step into the war zone. All right. So who do we have? Let's do some shout outs. Let's get right into it. George, Nazda, Alex, Glenn, Trading Wars Army, Dan, Trading Wars Army, Gary, Gus, Dex, Trading Wars Army, Kent, Greg, STK, Trading Wars Army, Cisco, what's going on? All right. B Daddy, Trading Wars Army, TD, McDowell, Trading Wars Army. Good to see you guys. Jeff, Brandon, Ramon, Trading Wars Army, Mayan Trader, Trading Wars Army, Shannon, Juan, Shin, Trading Wars Army. What's going on? Becky, Trading Wars Army. All right, let's do this. So some of you guys might be looking at this chart and wondering how I was able to make close to $8,000 today. All right. And it's literally, guys, just the fibs. So let's go ahead and let me hit the replay, and then I'll walk you through the trades on SPY, and then I'll also walk you through the trades on that I took with some stocks. So I took some trades on Johnson & Johnson and some other stocks. All right. So let's go ahead right here. So first thing we do, as always, draw the previous day's high and we draw the previous day's low, like so. Okay. So the first 5-minute bar comes in right there. Boom. So we're opening right in the dead center. Okay. So anytime we open in the dead center, what I'm worried about is exactly what happened today, is that we'll just be going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and that we're going to end up not actually making a big move up or a big move down. And what the purpose of this is actually to create an inside day close. So you'll see that we have an inside day close today, right? So that's the whole point, is they want to kill the premiums. They want to go sideways for a while, chop you guys up, and then set up an inside day. But that being said, you can still make money trading the fibs, right? And that's what I'm trying to teach you today. All right. So here we go. So generally with the fibs, what we like to do is wait for about 2 to 3 bars. So you could see here, guys, we had a nice vertical push in the morning. So what the Fibonacci is, what the goal of the Fibonacci is let me go ahead and let's just put on the basic setup here. So the goal with the Fibonacci, guys, is to just be able to get a pullback. Okay. So that's all we're looking for, is a pullback. So if we have a bullish leg in the morning, what we're trying to do with the Fibonacci is we're going to say, all right, you made a move up, right? You went up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the pullback. And the reason I want to wait for the pullback right into these fibs is because the calls are going to be cheaper. The risk to reward is going to be better. And if we chase buying calls, or if we buy up here, we're going to get a bad deal. So we're waiting for a 61.8% pullback. Okay. And you'll also see we have the 50 and we also have the 786. So these three combined create something that I call the golden zone. And that's something that I've created, guys. And you'll see a lot of people that are using it without giving me any credit, but that's totally fine. So as long as people are learning. So this is what we call the golden zone, from the 50 to the 786. Okay. So personally, for me, I don't like trading off of the 50 because I want a better deal. So the two levels that I love to use are the 618 and the 786. As a new trader, I recommend that you just focus on the 618 because it could be a little bit hard for you to juggle multiple levels. All right. So there we go. So there is our first push. And then you can see we came back right into that golden zone right there. There's our 50. And then we create this pattern. Okay. So right here, guys, what is that pattern right there? What is that pattern right there, guys? What candle is this? So this is a inside bar. So you can see with the Trading Wars golden indicators, these are my free indicators. You can get the link in the description. What we do right here is we came to the 50% and we seen the inside bar confirmation. So the inside bar is telling us, okay, at the 50%, we slowed down, we paused, we're consolidating a bit. And that's a trick to show you that there are buyers at the level. If we go down to the 2-minute chart as well, we could see another small inside bar as well of 1, 2, 3 wicks. And then if we go to the 3-minute chart, we can also see, you know, that basing right there. Okay. So the first trade we had today, we came right into the 50 and we popped right back up into a new high. Okay. And the whole concept with the fib is you want to buy on the pullback and you want to sell into new highs. You don't want to be the person that is buying up here, because look what happens when you buy up there. See, when you buy up there, the market runs it right back down. You see that? I want you to focus on that for a second. And this is what new traders tend to do, is they buy the breakouts, especially when they see big green candles like this. They get FOMO and they say, hey, you know what, I'm missing the move, I'm going to buy calls right now, and then this is where they get crushed. So always be patient and wait for the pull back. Okay, hit me with a 10 if that makes sense. We always want to get in on the pull back. We don't want to buy the highs, and we don't want to sell the lows, because that's what rookies do. That's how you get poor risk to reward. All right, so the very first play we had was that 50, and this created the first leg of the day, which is called the morning leg. All right, so that's the morning leg. Okay, so let me go ahead here 1 second. I'm just gonna pop open the book for you guys, tradingwars.com right here. So for those of you who are following along right here, so tradingwars.com, the morning leg Fibonacci retracement, page 14, and now we're going into the afternoon leg Fibonacci retracement on page 20. So basically, after this first leg trades, then you have the afternoon. Okay, so and the afternoon usually comes in between 11 to 1 o'clock. All right, so let's go ahead and let's draw up the afternoon leg. All right, so now with the afternoon leg, you always take the full range. So you ignore the morning, you just take from the full low to the high. Okay, and it's the same thing right here, guys. All right, so we came back into the golden zone. We personally loaded up on the 618 and the 786 right there. Okay, so it looks a little bit scary right here. So let's pause for a second. Let's look at the price action. Hit me with a 4 if you'll be a little bit scared to take this trade, or hit me with the 3 if you'll be comfortable. So this is what I want to show you guys is, no matter what you're doing here, right? If you want to make big gains like this, you always have to try to get a good deal, because if you chase something, you're never going to make as much profit as if you buy the dip, right? That's a very, very straightforward concept, okay? Because you buy low, sell high, right? That's what it's about. Buy low, sell high, okay? So we come back into the golden zone. Let me go ahead in the Discord. I just want to show you guys the live commentary here. So this was me right here. So we had the golden zone drawn up. It said into the golden zone for afternoon leg, can take it with a stop loss at low of day or wait for candlestick confirmation. So personally for me, I just took it on the level. So 618 and 786, we get filled 1, 2. Okay, and then we pop right up there, guys. Really nice pop right there, and then we consolidate for a good part of the rest of the day right there. Okay, so that first pop from here back up was about 75 to 80% on calls. Okay, so really, really nice. And that leads us into today, where we close with that inside bar. So we actually close with the inside bar today. But even though it was an inside day, we still made good money. And then we did hold a little piece of this trade. We held a little piece of it into the overnight, and we got a really good trade here. So you could see, I'm going to draw the futures up for you. So here was our low to high. So remember, we loaded up on the 618 and 786, and then you can see after hours, so that's at 6 p.m. we gapped up, and we got this pop here, guys. So anytime you take a trade, let's say you took a nice fib and you have a winning position, so you could see into the close we had a winning position, we're up a lot of money, we could take a little piece and try to swing it if we want, right? So right now we're loaded into this long, right? And we got rewarded with this gap up just by using the fibs. Okay, hit me with the 6 if that makes sense. Hit me with the 6 if that makes sense. All right, so what we're doing now is, on this fib right here, let's go ahead and let's count the points. So on the 786 to the high at the after hours, about 51 points. Let's say 50 points. 50 points on one contract, guys, is $2,500. Okay, on one contract. If you go 2 contracts, it's 5,000. 3 contracts, 7,500, etc. So you could do this with just one contract. You can make a lot of money with futures if you know what you're doing. Okay, so that was SPY, and we did close with this inside bar. Okay. So you could see we had this inside bar, which led to the Ragnarok. This one was a nice winner. 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 And this one was a loser. So we've had a pretty good success rate with these inside bar swing trades. So what we're doing right now, guys, is I have a plan in the Discord. If you go under the swing trade section, we have a plan set up for these inside bar breakout. But, basically what we'll be doing tomorrow at the open is we have a very tight range. Okay, so we basically have this low right here and we have this high. So we're going to be playing off of this range tomorrow. And then we have this bigger range right here. Okay, so that's the big box. And then there's a smaller box inside. So that's a big box, small box. Okay, so I just want you guys to be able to visualize it like that. So we're looking for these 2 boxes to break either to the upside or to the downside, doesn't matter. But we're right now with futures, it looks like we're going to break to the upside because we're trending We're trending very bullishly right now after hours. Okay, so we'll be ready to swing, enter a swing. And like I said, we had a little piece that we caught today, and we can swing that into tomorrow. So if this wants to be the low of the week, so let's go back here. Let's look at the weekly chart now. Okay, so this is a little bit advanced, but right here, this is the first day of the week. So potentially we caught the low of the week. So let's say this candle, okay, continues to go, higher and higher and higher, or over time it goes higher and higher and higher. We got this low. Okay, so we're in this candle as it's forming. So the worst case scenario is the runners we have can go to break even, but the best case scenario is unlimited upside. And that's how you can really, really make a lot of money. Okay. Hit me with a 10 if that makes sense. I have a full guide on futures in the description, as well as I have a full course on futures. So just check it out in the description, guys. You can watch it if you're interested, and I'll do some more videos on that. All right. So from there, the next thing we had was Johnson & Johnson. So $1,915 profit on Johnson & Johnson. So the Johnson & Johnson right here, guys, is exactly what I'm looking for with potentially SPY. Okay, so let me show you this right now. Oops, I want to delete that. Okay, so let me show you this right now. So I'm going to hit the replay. Okay, so we had a holy grail. So that's why I always use my scanners. That's why I'm always scanning, because I'm always looking for hot plays that I post on Twitter for you guys. And I posted in the Discord as well with the plans. Okay, so we had a holy grail going into today. So that's an outside inside bar. So if I go right here to the 5-minute chart, exactly what I drew for SPY is exactly what happened to Johnson & Johnson today. So we had this big box right here, and then we had the small box right here. Okay, so we have big box, small box. So that's an inside bar. You see how this range is inside the bigger box? And because of that, what I'm doing is I'm looking for a breakout, exactly what I'm looking for with SPY tomorrow. It's the same concept. Hit me with an 11 if that makes sense. That makes sense, right? So we have the big box and we have the small box. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do right here is we're going to go into the Discord and we're going to go to the trade plans and we're going to look at the Johnson & Johnson plan, which was, I think I posted the Johnson on Twitter, actually. Let's see. Where are you? There we go. Johnson & Johnson. So 165.47 was our trigger. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the trigger in, horizontal line. So this one is just a breakout style of trading. So a lot of you might be familiar with this, but I only do breakouts when we have the big box, small box. Okay, so 146.47. I'm going to put this in green right there. All right, so let's go ahead now and let's watch the price action. So $1,915. Let's go. First candle, boom. You see how we break this? This is what I want to see, guys. So watch. So we fill the green line. That's our long entry. And then we immediately break out. See, you see how we come up here? We go to the top of the box. That's fine if we pull back a little bit. That's called a retest. And then from there, we squeeze. So that's what I want to see. It's fine if we pull back a little bit. But if we start to go too low, then that's when I usually get out of the position. But this is totally fine. And if we actually look at this in detail, so if I remove the box, you'll see that that's actually a Fibonacci. So if I take the fib from the low to the high, it's a 786, just like what happened with SPY. And then from there, chopped around for a little bit. I held this one right into the close and I sold it at the close. I was trying to hold it till the end of the day in case we did a vertical squeeze, but I just sold it at the end because I also was taking the futures contracts. All right. All right. So hit me with the 7 if that makes sense. So that was it. That was it. My day, Johnson & Johnson, SPY. Just keeping it simple and just keep doing the same strategy over and over and over again and ignoring the noise. And a lot of people, unfortunately, I had some people that reached out to me today and they said they blew up their account because everybody on Twitter was talking about bearish this, bearish that, bearish that. And they held puts and they kept buying puts and puts and puts and puts until they have to put their bank account down to zero. Okay. And let's talk about that because that's serious. Because what happens is in social media, people like to instill fear into people. And the reason why is because fear makes for views and it makes for attraction, right? But when you're trading right here, guys, we trade the chart technically. What did we see this morning? We saw a vertical push up. Okay. We saw it. So what we do, we buy the dip with our fibs. That's it. We rinse and repeat. If it wanted to go lower, we were ready, right? We had our short triggers down here. If it went lower, we would have shorted on the pullback on the fib. But if you're not looking at the chart, if you're not following the price action, guys, you're going to be in trouble. Okay. And that's why every morning I always remind people right here. So I go step by step. Good morning, inside open. Let's be careful. And I tell everybody, all right, we're looking for the fibs. Here's the fibs. We draw the fibs up live in real time for everyone to see, because this is what we do as traders. All right. We're not gambling. We need to get that out of this community. We don't gamble. We don't just say, hey, you know what? There's a recession coming. I'm going to buy $1 million in puts and I'm going to blow up my account. We look at the chart. That's what we do. That's what gives us an edge. Okay. And I just want you guys to know that going in. All right. So here we go. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time. I very much appreciate you, my friends. You guys, I love streaming every single day, basically, for you guys. And it makes me happy to make money. Today was a good day. I think it was, like I said, it was about $8,000 in profit. And I really can't ask for a better day than that. That's really, really good. And, you know, $8,000 is a lot of money. So thank you very much for your attention. And as always, guys, check me out, tradingwars.com. You can sign up right here, guys, on the main page, and you will get 1 month for free in the Discord if you get any one of the 3 books. So the Golden Partnership is my main book. It's my bestseller with the fibs. I talk about everything that I just taught you there, 69 pages and over 75 charts for you guys to learn from. So if you want to learn more and if you want to support me, go ahead, grab a copy and come trade with us in the Discord for 30 days tomorrow. Plus you'll get my upgraded indicators for life with alerts, or you can sign up right here on the main page. Okay, you can sign up right there if you guys are interested. Otherwise than that, leave a comment and we'll have a chance to, I'll do some giveaways throughout the week probably, or on Sunday. My setup is not the best right now. Otherwise I would do some giveaways, but I don't have the right, I don't have my right computer with the details and stuff like that. All right. So thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Leave a comment, like, and we just keep going. Like I said, this is the time to make money. Make as much as you can in the market while the volatility is there. All right. And I'm expecting some big moves coming in the next few days. Thank you very much, guys, and have a great day.